All right, everybody, I'm Logan Alec, I'm a CPA, and this is my stimulus update for Monday, October 19th. So yesterday, I told you that Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, has set a 48-hour deadline for a stimulus deal to be reached between herself and the White House in order for a stimulus package to be passed before Election Day. Her spokesperson, Drew Hamill, tweeted out that 48-hour deadline on Saturday night, which would make 48 hours from Saturday night. Monday night, Pelosi reiterated and clarified the 48-hour deadline yesterday morning. I showed you the clips. Washington Post and most news outlets are saying her deadline is Tuesday. I don't know if it's a hard, to the minute 48-hour deadline Mission Impossible thing. I think her point is that a deal has to be reached early this week or a bill isn't going to pass before Election Day. Trump is reiterating that he would approve something larger than the $2.2 trillion the Democrats are seeking, and he continues to believe, or at least claims to believe, that enough Senate Republicans would go along with any big stimulus bill agreed to by Pelosi and the White House. But in order for a deal to be struck between the White House and Pelosi today or tomorrow, it would take some miracle. There are so many things they still disagree on, from the testing language to tax credits for low-income Americans, to child care, to school funding, to state and local funding, to census funding. The list goes on and on. Now, we know they agree on stimulus checks, and they are somewhat close on unemployment. We haven't heard Pelosi lately really complain about the Republicans' $400 a week unemployment offer, but nevertheless, there are still so many issues that there are disagreements about. So I think it would take some incredible miracle for a deal to be struck today or tomorrow, meaning that if what Pelosi said is true and that she's going to stick to that 48-hour deadline, it would take some miracle for a stimulus bill to pass before the election. Now, with respect to the Senate, like I told you yesterday, Mitch McConnell softened his stance and his positioning somewhat with respect to a new comprehensive stimulus bill. Previously, he literally laughed off the idea of another huge stimulus bill, chuckled it off, in the words of a New York Times reporter. But a couple days ago, he said that if the White House and Pelosi strike a deal, the Senate would consider it. Mark Meadows, remember him? Mark Meadows went even further than that this morning when asked by reporters about how Mitch McConnell would respond to a comprehensive stimulus package agreed to by the White House and Nancy Pelosi. Here's the clip.
Yeah, the Senate Republicans have been very vocal in terms of their lack of support of a number that is even close to what the president has already supported at the $1.88 trillion range. I can tell you this, that there are some in the Senate that would support it. Whether there's enough votes to get to the 60-vote threshold, that's up to Leader McConnell. He has agreed that he's willing to go ahead and put forth the bill. If we have a bipartisan agreement on the bill, he'll bring it to the floor and actually have a vote. And yet it's too early to tell.
So obviously, Meadows is well aware of Senate Republicans' reluctance to more spending on a massive scale. He and Mnuchin got grilled by Senate Republicans over the White House's latest $1.8 trillion offer a couple weeks ago. He said, nevertheless, he still believes there are some Republican senators who would support it, and he said that not only would Mitch consider the bill, but that Mitch would actually put it up for a vote. Mitch McConnell is going to speak on the Senate floor this afternoon, probably talking about the standalone PPP legislation that he hopes to vote on tomorrow, and the $500 trillion skinny bill that he wants to put up for a vote on Wednesday. I have little hope for either of these deals even advancing to a final vote in the Senate, because I don't think enough Democrats will support them to hit the 60 votes needed to get cloture, and even if they pass the Senate, they will almost certainly die in the House. In terms of stimulus negotiations, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin is still in the Middle East this week and will speak with Nancy Pelosi again today at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. This was potentially the last, or perhaps second to last time, the two will speak before Pelosi's deadline. Because remember, like Pelosi said on ABC yesterday, the deadline in her mind to get a deal done before the election, right, is 48 hours. That doesn't mean stimulus talks are dead. If a deal isn't reached today or tomorrow, it just means logistically there won't be enough time between then and the election to actually draft the comprehensive bill agreed to by both houses, call the House back, pass it in both houses, and then be signed by the president before Election Day. Nancy Pelosi issued another Dear Colleague letter yesterday saying that she is optimistic, and yet she still listed out many criticisms of the Republicans' latest stimulus offer. All right, everybody, that is my stimulus update for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.